I do want always corruption. I say that to anybody.
Like technically a slip of the tongue, I guess. Some would say a Freudian slip, perhaps. But that's Donald Trump.
Truer than you purposed, sir.
Exactly. You're supposed to whisper that part. So there, Donald Trump, president of these United States, called up Fox and Friends, and they tried to interview him. I can't say that they interviewed him because that implied that he ever stopped talking and they got a question in.
They did get questions in.
Occasionally.
Essentially, and it was the kind of question where they just repeat what he just said in astonishment. Like you don't, what?
You want a great example of that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go to our first clip because we got a few that we're gonna go to. But Donald Trump, he's not gonna be deterred by like Fiona Hill's testimony yesterday about how the whole CrowdStrike Ukraine 2016 thing is a Russian promoted conspiracy theory to get the suspicion off of them for interfering with US elections. That was just yesterday, that was debunked yet again. Donald Trump today spreading it on Fox and Friends.
From the DNC, Democratic National Committee.
Who has the server?
Now, the FBI went in and they told him, get out of here, we're not giving it to you. They gave the server to CrowdStrike or whatever it's called, which is a company owned by a very wealthy Ukrainian. And I still wanted to see that server. You know, the FBI has never gotten that server. That's a big part of this whole thing. Why did they give it to a Ukrainian company?
Are you sure they did that? Are you sure they gave it to Ukraine?
Well, but the next words out of Trump are like, that's what I hear. That's the word.
That's the word.
That's the word.
There's a lot of words on the internet. You should not trust most of them.
Well, like
most of them are bad words.
This is so horrible. Like that specifically is so horrible and a microcosm of what's been happening in media discourse under the Trump presidency. Like those are gestures. This was a 50-minute interview with Donald Trump, a 50-minute show, and never anywhere else has it been so apparent that Fox and Friends are the court jesters. Because Jester's job was to come before the king and put on a show just before the king, as he doesn't care if they live or die, as he toys with them to his heart's content, either laughing at them and rewarding them with praise, or not being satisfied with their performance and then like literally tarring and feathering them.
I like the metaphor, and I think that there's something to that. But like the jester's supposed to be able to talk every once in a while. Like this is the jester. Like, are you sure you want? Don't pick that up. No, don't throw that through. Mr. President, seriously, don't eat that. That's not
every
food.
Other day when he's not on the show is the jester's performance.
That's true, yes.
But this is that moment where the king
gives them feedback.
Yeah,
that's
true. And that's
true.
it. And it becomes so apparent in this moment as they just stare. And the producers need to do something else visually with that. I can't.
Of them like.
And I don't understand how people watching that at home don't see their beloved Fox and Friends faces just melting with sadness.
Are you sure about that? And like occasionally, I want JR to make a mashup for the main show, but he'll be talking, like start talking and don't stop talking. You're the president.
Today I've decided that my shoes were too tight. What happened was the tightness of the shoes.
That's what they do. He keeps talking. They try to get a question because he's rambling off, and they try to get in, and they can't. And then they smile at the camera because they know this is pointless. We don't even need to be here. We should have just given him, sent him a webcam, and he could broadcast an hour to the Fox audience. But anyway, to the content of what he said there. He said the FBI came into the DNC and tried to get the server. And they said, "Get out of here, FBI," which is a thing you can legally do somehow. And they didn't give the server. All of that is nonsense, and it's so many steps of nonsense that it makes you just feel like a crazy person. CrowdStrike is not a Ukrainian company. It's a company based in California. That's what it is. There wasn't a server. There were 140 servers. Some of them physical servers, some of them digital servers. Information existing in the cloud, which is a concept that you're not going to get the president to understand. There was no one server to hand over. There were many servers which were imaged and all of the information was given to the FBI. The FBI, which by the way, along with 16 other intelligence services of the United States all agree that Ukraine was not meddling in the 2016 election, it was Russia. But he is spreading this conspiracy theory, which can be, if you go back far enough, the origins are the Russian intelligence services themselves. He is continuing to spread an already many times debunked conspiracy theory in the midst of this impeachment inquiry. And that's his defense.
And he isn't even spreading it right, which only serves the purpose of conspiracy conspiracy theories at large, which is just this cloud of doubt.
Yeah, just say a bunch of stuff.
And that is his only goal.
Thank you for watching this clip from the Damage Report. For more content from the show and access to TYT Network members-only exclusives, go to tyt.com/Brooke. Wait, no, it's tyt.com/John. Go to tyt.com/John to sign up.